Hi, gorgeous people. Yes, I did just get out of the shower like a, crazy twink. I have a towel on. I am modest. I am modest God. I am modest God. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Sorry for that crazy twink. But yes, and I'm also, if you think I'm crazy, yes, I'm reading off notes on my computer there. I won't be reading off. They're just like bullet points to like keep the crazy, right here. Crazy little Gemini task. I've just been like, oh my gosh, but yeah, so you can read the title so you know I'm talking about astrology and like divine timing. It's like, one thing is we're not meant to blossom like year round, and that's like so beautiful. Is one thing. Sorry, I'm trying to find my owl. I got it. Like, okay, the season's like, okay, you're meant to like blossom sometimes, and then take water, and then the leaves are meant to fall, and the tree's meant to die, and like decompose, and then rebirth. Like that is the freaking Pluto cycle. If like people just associate Pluto with the underworld, so surface level. I and a few astrologers have a much more in-depth, like resonance approach to Pluto. It's like rebirth for positive change, and like Uranus, agent of chaos, but for the collective, like it's ruled by Aquarius for greater change, innovation. Kind of, yeah. I'm not gonna like Elon Musk. Oh, he just became a trillionaire. It's so bad, like that we have our first trillionaire before everyone has clean drinking water. It's awful. But it's like he is a very Aquarian person, where like, oh, he hates people, but he loves humanity. It's like, yes, he's very like, I don't think he's the best in politics. We currently have oligarchies in charge of our lives, which is not great. I'm not gonna get into politics. I don't want to. Don't bore you. You should only really care. Not even like I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a round boy talking to you. But your entertainment people do not need to be politicians. I'm here to have fun, have a good time, share my ideas, and please. You know who should care about politics? Your politicians, the people I vote for. Like that's important. Don't cancel like a B-tier actress for having different political beliefs. Like goddamn. Does anyone else agree, or am I crazy? But like we're in a constant bloom, and like I kept the past 2 to 5 to 7 years, I've been like, it's felt like I've been trying to run in quicksand. And if you know quicksand, the faster you go, the slower you move. And that's just like, it's just been those like few years. I realize now, like retrospectively, oh, Spirit was just trying to teach me about time. It was like a very Saturnian lesson. Saturn in my 10th house, not my 11th. But now I'm learning friendship, how to be a good friend, and like showing up for systems, which is so nice. But it's been that, and having Uranus in your 12th house is actual isolation and like depression. Like people compare like the 6th house, like I don't know what sign or what planet exactly, but the 6th house is more like slavery because you're constantly working tasks, which like I'd much rather do that than like 12th house is jail, where you're just sitting there alone with your thoughts. Nothing to do, which is, that'd be awful. That'd be awful. God bless. Like, that's not a humane thing. Jail is not humane. There's so much better way to rehabilitate people in society than just lock them up. Send them to the moon. Maybe they can figure out if astrology is real. I like that idea. But it's just like, we're not meant to. Okay, let's actually get back to the plot of this video, because I've been yapping. But like, it's just been like, me trying to constantly go uphill, and like I've tried to do this like videos in the past, and it's just like didn't feel authentic, and I felt like I was still trying to go against the grain of life. And now I'm actually feel like, oh, I'm stepping into my destiny, my purpose, my passion. Both my north node and my rising sign. If you don't resonate with your rising sign, because I didn't always before, because it's like something you're supposed to embody in your whole lifetime. And like, I'm introverted, but I'm a Gemini rising. I'm actually here meant to disseminate my thoughts, use my voice. I've been so introverted, so like, I've been consuming that. Geminis, you can go, go, go. And that's like, I love that trait about me. It's so good, but now I need to actually disseminate all I've learned and share my beliefs to help humanity. And then also my north node in Aries. My south node is in Libra, so I'm the best peacekeeper. I can play both sides. I can balance the scales. I can do the court. I can do the justice. I can help de-escalate a problem because I've had those skills from past lifetimes. But now I need to step into my leadership, my power, which is uncomfortable for me. Oh my gosh. How many times can I moisturize myself? Which is so good. Okay, I'm scrolling down. And now like there's just divine timing also with the planets, what sign they're in, and like with your soul's purpose. Because like Mama Gemini rising with like fire and air, I'm like, oh, life is good now that we're in the age of fire and air. I didn't feel this way like a few years ago, honestly. It was rough. Like even last summer when we had the first ingresses of signs, I kept trying to like, oh, I want to start stuff. I want to start content creation. I want to start sharing. I want to start my other side passions, which I have my Mars in Scorpio. I keep my secrets. I'm not sharing everything about me yet. If you know, you know. But you're not meant to like, obviously, be thriving everywhere. So those ingresses, I wasn't ready yet because they were like me tiptoeing the waters, and then they went back to their old signs, to their Pisces, to Taurus, and I was like, oh, okay. Slow down, Andrew. It was like a yellow, red light. It was not good. And like even last fall 2025, with the grand water trines. No, not in my chart. Those were tumultuous relationship problems and just my lowest weed usage, like lowest mentally. And I was like a high functioning stover. It was awful. And thankfully now I woke with astrology, and I can actually use astrology to know when the best time to get high is. And now I'm not like a regular stoner, and I only use it a few times a year. And I only have good highs rather than like playing roulette with being high. Be like, oh, maybe it'll be a good one this time. Maybe it'll be a bad one. No, that's a terrible way to be like a high functioning stoner, and then you're just paranoid and living life on autopilot, which I don't recommend. Take initiative. Be cardinal. Which just, yeah. So if you're curious about the best times to get high, leave a comment. I can tell you astrology and also your chart when it might be the best. For me, recently, like a few days ago on the Gemini new moon, amazing. So many downloads. It was spirit talking to me. I journal so much. A ritual on the new moon Gemini, I had a notepad next to my bed. I just kept journaling, trying to fall asleep. I was like, oh, this idea. I was all over the place. It was so good. And it also now makes getting a libation, use whatever libation is legal in your state, area, country. Not trying to make you break the law. I respect your well-being. But now it makes libations a much more fun and like spiritual, or at least psychedelic experience, which you're not meant to supposed to have those 24/7. Yeah, I talked about that. And yeah, I have fire stelliums and a lot of air on my chart. I have like my Chiron's the only thing in an earth sign. And then my Saturn's in Cancer, which apparently is rare to some astrologers. They don't see that often. Even though it's a generational planet. Not generational, but a slow moving planet. But it's also just like, so fire and air heavy. I feel good again. Oh my gosh, I can talk about all the outer planets if you want to. If you don't, just skip it. But I just feel good now. Jupiter about to enter Leo in my third house. I'm expanding my communication. I'm talking. And like I'm sharing my beliefs, and I'm not censoring myself. Like, yes, I am censoring myself, but I'm not afraid to speak or take up space because I can actually logically, thoroughly defend my thoughts and not be the person other people want me to be. And this is like my authenticity, because that's my first house. To be honest, it's my first house, and it's just like I'm expanding who I am, changing my style, changing my presentation. It's radical, it's crazy. My Uranus squares from my 10th house to my first house. This is very public. If it was, it'd be crazy, very different. It was like your third to your, I don't know, let me do fourth to your 7th house, yeah, or something like that, much more personal inward Uranus square. But this is so public, so you're seeing it right in real time right now. And it feels so good to express myself and fully authentically be who I am. Yes, that's class. School's out. Let me just talk about because the basket formation between Pluto and the Leo axis, Aquarius, Leo axis, 11th house, Gemini rising, is Aries. So like you have Saturn, Neptune, and I've had Chiron here since 2019. So I've never felt like I've been socially, never. I'm talking about astrology. So there's that. But now I feel like, oh, I can actually have friends if I put in the work. I'm not a workaholic anymore. I'm still am. But like I'm not like, if I'm not going to work for something if it doesn't resonate with me anymore. So it's making more time for friendships, which is so good. I'm like, oh, I am worthy of good friends, good community. That's also strange. Like my moon's in my 11th house, so I felt like I've always gotten so emotional about friends. So it's like, oh, it's just how life is going to be. Especially I love one-on-one relationships romantic, friendship. I have a 7th house stellium. If you know, you know. Then first house is Uranus. You're seeing the crazy change right now. 3rd house with Jupiter. Venus is in Leo, which is great right now. But Jupiter in a few weeks is going to enter Leo, and that's just boom, boom, boom. And I checked the last time Jupiter was in Leo. It was in, for me, 3rd grade, which is crazy. Yes, I'm that young. But I was like, oh, that was my favorite grade of like elementary school and high school, like middle school. And I was like, oh, thank you, Miss True. Like, that was just like such a big time for me to expand my communication, especially I had speech therapy, and that was like my last year of it. And I blossomed, and I was like able to write. I've been writing so much, so many ideas, like me just journaling on my computer because I have so much fast, so many things to say. It's like wild. It's wild. But, so yeah, so it's just been all crazy, so much info, especially in this world of mass media. And then this third house, my third house of Leo is opposing my 9th house of Aquarius, which is Pluto's current transit. So I'm like rebirthing my beliefs and turning astrology into a religious practice, devotion for me. Also 9th house, disseminating the rebirth process, disseminating growth. So important. And if you don't know your rising sign, that's okay. You can put your sun sign and listen to that horoscopes, because horoscopes are usually done by your whole sign chart just to get the themes of life that it's resonating about. But you can put your sun sign as the ascendant and get information that way. And then that puts Neptune in my 5th house and Uranus in my 7th house, which you guys, I've been having good sex lately. It's been great. That's all I gotta say. Good relationships, good sex. I can't complain. But all these houses that are happening, the 1, 3, 5, 11, 9, all those odd numbers are masculine houses and not feminine houses. Like, I don't resonate with this 12th house. No, thank you. 6th house, yes, because I'm a workaholic. But like 2nd house, no. That's Cancer for me. In my chart, like other like 8th, like I only have Chiron in my 8th house. Like I don't relate to those houses much. I have 7th house stellium, 11th house moon, ascendant is 5th house Libra on Jupiter. It's just, yeah, who I am. So I don't resonate with those themes as much. Yes, I am a feminine twink. I'm not feminine, but like, I'm neutral. I play both sides because I'm South Node in Libra. But I just feel so good now in the age of fire and air. It's the year of the Fire Wars. You're about to see me thrive. And just a friendly reminder, divine timing. I can help you. If you have a question about your chart, drop your chart, and I'm happy to help you and help you figure out when the best time might be for you to blossom. But there is such a thing as divine timing, and I understand why Spirit put me through the last few years, and I was just like, I was going through it. I wasn't doing great, but now I feel good. Yeah, no wonder I don't resonate with even number houses or for them water signs. But that's like, I listen to so many Taurus rising. It's crazy. And I feel like that's common if you listen to the rising sign above yours, like Gemini to Taurus or like Cancer to Gemini. It's so funny because like they're just live the past themes of life you're about to go into. It's very like cute and holistic, and that's why I think it's just a funny coincidence. But but I think we'll need those people like that fire. No, excuse me. I'm trying to read my notes and then also talk. But we need the earth and water people more than ever now in this age of AI, age of constant. You need to rest and protect your nervous system, people. But also remember, fortune favors the brave. Go after something, live your best life, and use astrology for divine timing, because my life is good now. Moi. Any questions? Am I crazy? Let me know. Stay beautiful, people.